It is 2 a.m. Christmas Eve, 2025. I had one of the most mentally exhausting days that I have had in a very long time today. It's not it's really not super often that I get like overwhelmed by things to the point where I'm just like tapped out mentally, where I'm actually mentally exhausted, where to the point where I get home and I just go, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure several other people have been there before. That doesn't happen to me often. I pride myself on being on top of things. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna go like super in detail because it's boring adult stuff. It's fucking finances, um, dealing with insurance companies, stuff like that. It's all uninteresting. It's boring. It's not fun, and it's not stuff I want to talk about because, like I said, it has been mentally exhausting. The silver lining from it was that if I cross my little fingers, that there may have been a third act Christmas miracle to come out of this. We'll see. Things are still in motion right now. We'll see how things play out. I know that eventually, once we crest this hill, something will, in some way, will work out, and everything will be okay. Or at the very least, we will eventually reach a point where the stress is no longer there because we've traveled far enough forward into the future where we are able to move on and look back at this day as simply a time when things were rough, but now we're here. So, that will inevitably happen, but we're not there yet. So, right, we're in the now, not the then. So, there's still a lot of moving pieces and uncertainty, and I don't know what's happening or what's going to happen. The all I know is that the silver lining of today's situation was that I had the I was blessed and fortunate enough to deal with some people, some individuals were that reminded me that despite how bad things seem constantly, like when you turn on the news or open Facebook or Twitter or your fucking email, how bad things constantly seem when you just turn on your computer and the news pops up, or like your friend Billy shares something on his social media feeds. Despite all of that, there are some actual good, genuine, decent people in the world that will try to help you if they can. That will do their best to help you if they can. And even if things don't work out how I would like them to, that's that's something that's still going to be a net positive from the whole experience. So that's how this day has been, which just kind of caps off a completely wild year. Like this year has been a roller coaster, so much more than I think any year in the past 3.5, 4 years, maybe. 4, 3, 2. Okay, maybe not 4 years, but 3.5 years definitely. 3 years maybe. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about two things. One, say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope everyone out there's year was had far less stressful times, far less valleys, far less negatives than mine. I hope everyone else's year had zero negatives, to be honest, but at the very least far less than mine, and that everyone else's year has had more highs, more positives, more peaks than mine. And not only more peaks, but even higher peaks than mine did. I genuinely do. And I hope that everyone's the coming year is even better for everybody. I hope that the coming year blesses each and every one of you with good tidings, good fortunes, and endless positivity. And I hope that everyone out there has a fantastic Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. I hope you have a fantastic one. I hope you have the opportunity to spend time with family and friends and be surrounded by people that care about you. So, the other thing is I am almost finished. I am almost finished with this best of video that I've been making. I had, I think, 12 and a half pages. Yeah, 12 and a half pages, and I've got 1.5 left. And when this video is done, it's going to be over 2 hours long. But it's basically a compilation, a best of my entire channel of 1,000 videos. Now, obviously, not all 1,000 videos made it into the compilation, but best of, the last 1,000 videos, because this video will be the 1,000th video, and it will be up before the end of the year. Because, like I said, I've been dividing it up into sections, because both my laptop and my jank ass editing software don't like it when a project has too many moving pieces. And it doesn't even have like that many pieces. It's basically just like I'll do one page, I'll get all of the clips from the page, and then all I do is I put the like a title clip basically over it. So like there's just some text on screen, and I'll have it basically superimposed, basically like a watermark. I can't think of the exact term right now, and I don't really care. Where it'll have like the name of the video that this clip is from. So like you'll have a clip from the episode of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, the Not So Chill episode, which I think was like episode 7 or 8, I don't know. And the it'll be a clip between the timestamps of 13 seconds to 1 minute and 53 seconds in that video. So that'll be the clip, and then down in the corner it'll say Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, the Not So Chill episode. But because it's like, and then there'll be a transition, like a cut, and then the next clip is how I've been doing it. But because there's like clip, text, transition, clip, text, transition, if I do too much of that, like each one of those individual things, it considers, if I do too much of that and the project gets too big, then it starts to like lag and slow down and get fucking crazy. So I've been doing it a page at a time, and rendering each one, and I've got 11 of them done, and I got to do 12 and then 13, and then when those are done, I'll put all of those together and then render again in higher resolution, and then set it to upload, and eventually it will upload, I'm sure. So this is video 999, and that will be video 1000, and it will be out before the end of the year. And I don't know what I'm going to open next year with. I still have everything in the pipeline, basically, that I talked about. Sorry, I've also been kind of sick, so I had to make a really gross noise, and I wanted to spare you all of that. But that I talked about, like, I don't know, months ago, basically, that I said I was working on. That's all still in the pipeline. I still have to finish Oblivion, and I will. I still have to give my thoughts on the Oblivion Remastered, and I will. That video I've made like 5 times and then scrapped it because I don't, honestly, because I don't know what there is that I can say about it, you know? It's like every time I've made the video and then like written it out, recorded the audio, started getting like clips or whatever, blah blah blah. It basically ends up being, TLDR, Oblivion Remastered is a resounding it's fine. So I will get something out because I know there are some people that are curious about my thoughts on it. But yeah, so I'm working on that, and then at some point I do have to finish Nightmare of Decay. That's what it's called, right? I forgot the name of the game. Is it called Nightmare of Decay? Oh god, please be called Nightmare of Decay. I'm usually so much better about this, but like I said, my brain is just fried today because it's been, yes, Nightmare of Decay. Eventually, I do have to attempt to finish Nightmare of Decay, and then I think those are the only 2 series that I was working on. And then after that, I'm not sure what will be coming next. I'm thinking about changing some stuff up for the next year, but I do intend to try and stick to it a little harder. The reason things slowed down so hard is because I wanted this to be the 1000th video, and I have been working on this for 3 months now, maybe 4, definitely since like well before the holidays, because I've had to, part of it was I had to rewatch every single video on my channel, all at the time 995 of them or something. And that's a time consuming process. And what I ended up started doing like halfway through was I would watch a video until something, like I would make like mental notes and like little timestamps in like a little notebook I've got. I don't know where I put it because I didn't need it anymore. Of like things that gave me a chuckle. But if something made me laugh out loud, if one of the things in the video made me laugh out loud, then I stopped. That was the clip we were using, and I moved on to the next one. So, or like some of the more recent videos, there was stuff that's still fresh in my mind, so I knew exactly where to go. But yeah, so to expedite and speed up the process, I started doing it where if something made me laugh out loud, then excuse me, then that was it. That was the clip. But yeah, so it took me forever to rewatch all of the videos because sometimes, because like I said, obviously, probably like a fraction of the. I'm actually gonna count really quick. Yeah, so of the 900, like at the time that I started this, of the 995 videos on the channel, only 302, only clips from 302 of 1,000 basically are making it into this best of. So that's that's a lot of videos that I had to watch start to finish and then not take anything from is basically where I was getting at. Because that's 302 that I took something from. So you think probably like half, a little bit over half. So we'll say 150, somewhere between 150 to 200, had a spot where I laughed out loud and was able to like stop it there. So that's still a lot of videos that I had to watch start to finish just to be like, nothing jumped out at me in that one. So yeah, so just that part took me so long. Just after Thanksgiving is when I finished that, and then I took a little break, and since the beginning of December, basically, I've been working on the editing part a little bit at a time, and I'm finally almost done. So that will finally be out before the end of the year, and then I'll give myself another little break, and probably, well, not probably, definitely, mid-January, unless life hits me again, I will be back, and I will try it all over again. I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm done doing that because it's this space is like the only area where I've ever broken promise after promise, and I think that's true of a lot of people that try and do like YouTube or content creation. But yeah, so this has been a crazy, crazy, crazy year. A year of some of the highest highs and lowest lows. And despite everything, I try not to lose sight of the fact that I am. My light's busted. Sure is. Oh well. I try not to lose sight of the fact that I am well and truly blessed. I'm beyond blessed. So, anyways, that's it. That's all this video is about. This video is basically mostly I just needed a video to get me to 999 so that I could since I was almost done with this one, because the whole point was I wanted this to be my 1000th video. And I figured that Christmas Eve, make the annual Christmas video, tell everyone Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I did genuinely mean all of that I said earlier. And then also just give myself somewhere to kind of vent and decompress a little bit about the fucking day that I've had. But, yeah. And then, update everybody on what's coming next. And what the plans for next year are. So, I don't know. I had a lot of angles with this video, but I think the main one was just so that there would be a 999th video. But that's it. I've talked for long enough about absolutely nothing. So, thanks everyone that's stuck with me all these years through all these videos. And thanks to anyone that found their way here this year. I know a lot of people found their way here this year. And despite this being one of my slowest years in a long time, despite me being a borderline dead channel, there's still, at least compared to years prior that I've had, a significant number of people that found their way here. Welcome all. Thank you. I promise that I do upload things, that I do make videos, and sometimes they're funny. So look forward to that. And, yeah. Yeah. Just, I hope everybody has a good end of the year. Has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And, yeah. Alright. Okay. 20 minutes is long enough. So, see see you guys in the 1000th video, and then from there, I will see you guys next year.